Johann Sebastian Bach is widely regarded as the grandfather of all Western music, one of the greatest, if not the greatest, composer of all time. But why? And exactly what is it about this music that is so loved and admired? Let me see if I can explain why I think this is. The first reason is because of his use of horizontal lines. So oftentimes in pop music, rock, or even jazz music, composers and performers are thinking about the music in terms of two parts, chords and the melody. A chord is a vertical event that serves as kind of a harmonic background setting for the music, while the melody is a horizontal event, and it serves as sort of the main character of the story. So in the famous Beatles tune, "Hey Jude, don't make it bad," there are two main musical components. The two chords we have, F major and C major, and the tune. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Some of Bach's music can be understood and heard this way. If we take this opening to a violin sonata of his, we can find a sort of chords and melody as well. So there are two main chords, A minor and E7. And there are some melodic lines that kind of fill in the space between these two chords. However, the movement that comes directly after this one is written in a style that was quite popular at a certain time in music history. It's what's called a fugue. So, what is a fugue? Well, if we run away a bit with our storytelling analogy, a fugue is a story built entirely out of characters, or melodies, and by having all of the different characters come in at different times and putting them in different costumes, a type of setting or harmony actually begins to emerge. The fugue of this violin sonata begins like this. So there are two main characters here. There's this one, which comes first, and the second one that comes along as well. You can hear how the two characters are clearly related. The second character kind of echoes the first one. It's just been moved proportionally down in pitch just a bit. Eventually, a third character even joins in, and arguably a fourth at times. The result is that there are some harmonic events that take place, but there aren't really clear moments where I can say, aha, this is when C major happens, and then it moves to F major. It's a little more ambiguous. The study of these overlapping melodies and the emergent harmony that results is called counterpoint, and it's an extremely deep art form that was one of Bach's greatest weapons. Alright, so here's a question for you. What do electronic artist Aphex Twin's music and Bach's music have in common? Is it that they're both equally exciting music at a rave? Equally danceable at music festivals? Is it that they were incredible innovators and almost everyone in their genre was influenced by them in some way or another? Okay, well, that one might be true. What I'm referring to in particular is their use of motion. Aphex Twin's music, in his busier moments, are full of motion, and he achieves this through the use of filling every available 16th note with a sound or a sample. Bach's music, when he wants his music to sound a little busy, also likes to fill the 16th notes. For example, the famous cello prelude in G major everybody knows. Now, all of these are just 16th notes. And in fact, the entire movement is made up of only 16th notes, except for a small little pause in the middle of the piece. This constant flowing of notes creates such a great sense of motion, and it presents an opportunity to create patterns and relationships. But of course, no performer in their right mind would ever play this piece as just a barrage of thoughtless 16th notes. Every great performer takes little pauses, or maybe pushes or pulls the tempo a bit here or there. But almost magically, most interpretations of Bach's music aren't all that far off from each other. So how can that be? The answer lies in Bach's composition. The phrasing, his sensitivity to counterpoint, and the incredible mathematical perfection to a lot of his music is so convincing that it can almost feel as though there's a right way to interpret his music. That if we just listened one more time, a little closer, and learned a bit more, we could actually get inside Bach's head and feel what he felt. Now, after going on and on earlier about how Bach is great because of all these melodies and characters, and it's more complicated than just talking about the harmony, the third reason I think Bach is so great is the harmony. When he isn't creating overlapping lines and characters or having the performer bustling away on moving 16th notes, there's a chance for Bach to explore pure harmony. One of the ways he did so was writing a series of chorales. These pieces of music have come to be so foundational that nearly every music student who attends a music theory course at a conservatory will spend some time studying these works. They're some of Bach's earliest compositions and really gorgeous, so I highly recommend you go and check some of these out. Well, whether you're a seasoned classical music lover, or if you're someone who just wants to learn what all the fuss is about, I hope this video helps you out. Feel free to hit like and hit the subscribe button just below this video, and I'll keep making content like this. Thanks.